Hello, everyone. This is Julie. I'm from Team 4, and we have four amazing group members. The V, Michael, E, and myself. And the introduction order is based on the alphabetical order of the first letter of our last names. And our group project is called Shipit. It's a lightweight, user-friendly team task manager app. And then it's kind of like Trello, but it's more simple and more user friendly. And the key figures include creating projects, teams, boards, lists, and the tasks, and the status tracking to do in progress and done. Also, like setting deadlines, our main data models include the user, board, task.
All right, hey everyone, I'm Michael, and I worked on our authentication flow for Shipit. Right here on the registration page, a new user can create an account by entering a username, their password, and confirming their password. They can also create a new team or join an existing team during signup, which helps organize all of our project data for all that good stuff after you're already logged in. Once the user registers successfully, they're automatically redirected to the login page. And from here, the user logs in again with their username and password that they just created. And on successful login, our Django backend returns two JWT tokens, an access token and a refresh token. On the front end, we manage authentication using React context through an auth context file. The tokens are stored in local storage so the user stays logged in even after refreshing the page. The access token is intentionally short lived and expires every 5 minutes for security, while the refresh token actually lasts for 7 days. One feature I worked on was automatic token refreshing. So when the access token expires, the user doesn't get kicked off every 5 minutes. Instead, the app automatically checks if the user has a refresh token and creates a brand new access token behind the scene. That logic is handled through a custom wrapper I built called auth Basically, every API request goes through auth fetch, which automatically attaches the JWT tokens to the headers, checking for any authentication errors and refreshes the token if needed before retrying the request. And also, the user doesn't see any of this happening. This all happens behind the scenes. Another thing I implemented was the protected routes. If someone tries to directly access a protected page, like the dashboard or the Kanban board, without being authenticated, the app immediately redirects them right back to the login page. That way, all your project and task status stays secure and no one can access.
Thanks for that, Michael. Hi, everyone. My name's Yi, and I'll be walking through the dashboard and teams and project management features of Shipit. After logging in, users are brought to the main dashboard page. This is our landing page, and it also serves as the central workspace for the application. From here, users can quickly navigate between dashboards, projects, and teams using the navigation bar at the top, and they can also log out. The dashboard gives users a high-level overview of their workspace, including the number of teams and projects associated with their account. Currently, this demo user, only can see 6 teams in the app, and they do not belong to any projects. One of the core features we implemented in Shipit is secure team-based data visibility. What this means is users can only see projects, objectives, tasks, and comments tied to the team they belong to, which Venetia will demo in the next part. This helps us keep workspaces organized while preventing access to unrelated team data. From the dashboard, users can create new teams or new projects directly through the interface. Teams serve as the collaborative foundation for the application, while projects act as containers for objectives, tasks, comments, and overall project tracking. Here we are on the teams page, and if we go to demo team, we can see that demo user is currently a member of the demo team. we can have demo user leave this team. And if we go back, we can look at all these other teams and have the demo user join one of the teams. This is the Smith household with myself, Julie, Michael, and Venetia. Team Rocket, Jesse, James, and Meowth. Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael. The Avengers, and the Survey Corps. We'll have demo user join the Survey Corps. Here we have Aaron, Armin, Mikasa, Levi, and Hanji. So I am demo user and I am joining this team. And here I am as part of the team. Now that I am a part of this team, we can go to projects. And I can see the project that is associated with this team, the Survey Corps. There are no team members in this team. We can also delete this team from the app. Next, Venetia will dive deeper into projects, objectives, tasks, and comments.
Now that the demo user has joined a team, you can view the project your team is working on. Each row shows the title, description, and owner at a glance. From here, you have a couple of ways to get into a project. You can click the title to jump right into the Kanban board, or you can click the objectives icon to go into the project dashboard, which is what we will look at right now. This is the project dashboard. At the top, you get a quick summary of the project, the title, description, owner, and team. Then below that, you have what we call focus areas. These are the objectives for this project. So as you can see here, we have Titan Recon Mission and Wall Maria Recovery. Those are the two objectives for this project. Each objective card shows you the title, the current status, and a progress bar. The progress bar is live. It's calculated from the actual tasks. So right now, this objective has 5 tasks with 1 completed. On the left side, you'll see 1 and 5. And the Wall Maria Recovery, you'll see that it has 5 tasks with 1 completed. And as the tasks progress through the board, this live progress bar will update. You can add an objective right here inline, no page navigation. The form just opens below the header. Give it a title, a description, a status, and pick a due date. And then hit create objective. And there it is. The new objective card appears immediately without a page refresh. The team sees it right away. And you can see there at the bottom, the progress bar is 00 tasks. You can edit or delete objectives directly from this view as well. Now here's where it gets interesting. When I click on an objective card or hit view tasks, it takes me directly to the Kanban board filtered to just that objective's tasks. So you can see the filter banner at the top. It shows exactly which objective I'm looking at. The board only shows tasks that belong to this focus area. So if I'm the person responsible for user authentication, or let's say protect Aaron during Titan transformation, I can stay locked in on exactly what I need to ship. This board is fully interactive. I can drag tasks between columns to update their status. So in here, as you push, if you drag the card across from to do to progress to done, and if you were to click back to the objective, you'll see the progress bar update as well. You don't have to. The column highlights when I drag over it, and the card snaps into place, and the status updates to the back end immediately. No save button, no refresh, it just works. And when I move a task to done, the progress bar back on the dashboard will reflect that. The whole system stays in sync. If you click on the top wall, Maria, Recon, and Titan Suppression, the breadcrumbs let you navigate back. And this part is showing the filters. So when you click on, if I want to zoom out and see everything the team is working on across all objectives, I just hit show all all objectives. And the board switches to showing every task in the project across all 3 columns.
Now I'm going to focus on our task details section and collaboration features that I worked on within Shipit. One feature we added was task drawer. It slides out from the right of the screen. This acts as a main detail panel for tasks so users can view everything without navigating away from the board itself. Inside the drawer, you can see the task title, its current status shown, the task description, the assigned team member along with their avatar, and the due date. One thing I wanted to make smooth was editing tasks directly inside this panel. So if I click the edit icon here, I can update the title, the description, the status, or even reassign the task to another team member using the drop-down menu. Once I save, the updates happen immediately on the board behind the drawer in real time. So the UI feels really responsive and users don't need to refresh or reopen anything. Below the task details is the comments section, which is designed for team collaboration. Each comment shows the username, the timestamp, and the actual comment, so teams can easily keep track of discussions related to the task. Adding comments is quick. Users can either type a comment and press enter or click the send button. Users are also able to edit or delete their own comments, but they can't edit or delete comments created by someone else, which we enforce through permissions in both the front end and the back end. And finally, for usability, clicking anywhere outside of the drawer automatically closes it, which helps the workflow feel fast and natural while moving between tasks. Overall, the goal with these features was to make task management and collaboration feel seamless without forcing users to constantly switch pages or lose context while working.
Most REST endpoints are resource endpoints. They map directly to a database model. Get/API tasks returns task. Post API projects creates a project. The logic is thin. It validates, serializes, stores, and returns. The task builder is different. Post API AI story builder does not map to a single model. It receives input describing intent like project, objective, and feature. It takes those, once you generate the story, it takes that and it runs a domain classification logic to understand what kind of feature is being described. And then it returns a structured computed response, story, summary, completion checks, and suggested tasks. In this model, nothing is stored. So it doesn't interact with the database models at all. Okay. The form has 3 fields. The project title gives context. The objectives dropdown is pulled directly from the project's objectives. So whatever focus areas the team has set up, they show here automatically. And then the feature description is where you describe what you're trying to build in plain language. When you click generate story, it posts to our custom Django endpoint, not a standard CRUD call. This takes the input and classifies the feature description to figure out what category of feature it is on the service end and returns a structured response, also handled by the service layer. In the generated story, you get back 3 things: a story summary at the top, a list of completion checks, which are essentially your acceptance criteria, and suggested tasks at the bottom. The suggested tasks are actionable. Each one has an add task button Clicking it creates a real task in the database assigned to the objective you selected in the form. It posts directly to our tasks API. And once it's added, the button swaps to a confirmation chip so you can't accidentally add the same task twice. The task is now on the Kanban board ready for the team. The task builder connects assisted planning directly to the team's workflow and is set up so that you can either use pre-defined responses or link it up to an AI API. From feature descriptions to tasks on the board in under a minute. That's about it.